Well, at least you know what to use that for. Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. This is another cabin update video. I just wanted to show you, we got to get out of the wind because it's getting really windy here, but I just wanted to show you, look at my dirt pile here. It used to be that big, this big mound of dirt. So let's go see what they've been doing. I'm going to take you on a little walk down the driveway because you guys haven't had a walk down the driveway in a little bit. If you see, I am missing some, I had a bunch of stacks here of wood that I have donated. Don't worry, I have plenty of wood, but I want to show you some more. See the update? You'll see it looks different. Yes, it looks more open actually. It really does, it looks a lot more open. There we go. Get you over to the corner of where the house is going to be. Here we are. Now we're on the corner. Just going to do just a little turn so you can see all the stuff that was missing. This used to be a dirt pile over here as well. There was 2 dirt piles. Those are now gone. You'll see that my septic is in. Now I showed you on my last cabin update video that the septic was going in. And then here you'll see a little bit of a difference. We're going to talk about that. You see how closer to us it is down about 2 feet. There's my water line and power cord for my well. And then over here I will end up having a kind of a driveway somewhere just to turn around my car. Okay, my videos are in order of building my cabin, so if you're really curious of what the cabin's gonna look like, there is a playlist that I will link to at the end of this video, and you can watch it from the very beginning, from when I was thinking about building a cabin all the way to where I'm at currently today, which is the excavation is mostly done, and we're looking to do some foundation work coming up. So I got my mic, and you know, it was interesting as I was going through my memory card because my memory card was getting full, and what was on this one was when I was actually here and I was cutting down all these trees for this area and clearing it, and it was just kind of cool. I actually got a little stalled because I was watching it, and it was entertaining to me. Okay, so the reason I got my mic is I actually want to go places and kind of show you some stuff and kind of walk it. And we're going to start on kind of this side of the property. Over there is facing east. So we're going to start on the east side. Now again, there's a whole videos on my layout and why I chose my layout and all those kind of details. If you want to see that, if you want to stop this video, go see the layout, because I'm going to be talking about things and you won't know what I'm talking about. You can go see the layout and then come back to this video, and you'll see as I point out certain areas here I'm so excited to show you. There's a lot of stuff that has changed. So like this all happened within 1 week, which is 1 week from the last video that I posted. Anyways, a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay, hopefully you can still hear me. It's always weird when I walk around with my mic. Okay, I think I have it so that I can't see my screen. Do you see that little step? You see that step that I took? That's about a 2-foot step right here. This was something that the excavator and I were talking about. Now, if you remember, I wanted to build my cabin so that somebody in a wheelchair, whether it be my mom or myself, or somebody visiting, or I might want to rent it out to those people that are in wheelchairs, I wanted to be wheelchair accessible. That was one of my goals for this cabin, was to be wheelchair accessible, which is really hard when you have such a slant of a property. So I wanted only a few steps in the front. And that's what I was talking to the excavator about. I said, I only want a couple steps in the front, you know. And then as he dug down, and I'm gonna kind of walk over here. Now again, I just went up 2 feet right there. I'm gonna walk over to my wall, give you kind of perspective. When I came to look at my property, I have to admit, I was really shocked. This was 12 feet high right here. Right here was 12 feet high. You know, I should have measured it before I started this video. I'm gonna guess it's about, well, it was 2 feet less, so it's 10 feet high right now. This is 10 feet high. And, still not ideal, but because he did end up raising this ground right here, that also means that I have raised my steps, and one of my main goals was to make this wheelchair accessible. The excavator said he's gonna work with me in trying to get, you know, a ramp in or something like that. It might be something that happens later on. I mean, my mom's not in a wheelchair now. I'm not in a wheelchair. Nobody in my family is in a wheelchair right now, but I just wanted to let you guys know, if you saw in other videos and you saw how tall that was 12 feet tall. Now it's only 10 feet tall. Yay! Okay, so I did raise it up. And by raising this up too, I'm gonna have this area, which I'll end up showing you a different view as well, but this area right here will be my storage. And I'm putting that in quotes because according to the county, I cannot store anything under my house. It is not legal for me to do so. But anyways, that will be my storage area for like my kayak, paddleboard, possibly backpacks, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Okay, so if you've seen the floor plan, you see how this part right here pops out like that? My floor plan has a bay window, and this is a pretty big bay window. Now, he has excavated a little bit bigger than what my house is. So I think it's like 5 feet or so more than what my house is. So if you're looking at that, you're like, that's a huge bay window. No, it's gonna be brought in and then brought in. It's actually the bay window. If you saw my other videos, the bay window is a size of a twin bed, because I want to be able to sleep in it. That was one of my requests from my architect, is that in the bay window, I wanted to be able to feel like I'm outside. When I'm inside, I'd have my stove, I'd have my little twin bed, and I can just sleep there. It's just another spot where I can go to sleep. So that is why this is all popped out. Now, and I think some of you have asked questions on this too, is like, what is it gonna look like? Because my bay window is gonna start right about here. And I don't know if you can see me or not. Hopefully you guys can still see me. But it's gonna start about right here. So what the excavator is gonna do, and him and I have been talking about it, is that he's gonna start leveling the ground. So it's gonna go, hopefully you can see me still, it's gonna go in steps like this, up. So one step, another step, another step. So when I'm sitting in my bay window, I'm not looking at this. I'm looking at my nice, beautiful aspens that will be growing back. That's what I'm gonna be looking at, and that's what I want. He's gonna do the same thing over here, which I will talk about that more on that side, and I'll move the camera for that. Okay, so we have my bay window over here. again, looking at my floor plan, I have a window over here. Of course, he's going to be stepping this back too. I have my window here, so this is about where my couch is going to be. And now we're at about where my sliding glass door is. So what's going to happen behind here is they're going to do, and we're probably going to figure it out in future videos. Things might change. I just want to let you know I've learned that about everything, is things just change on site as people are talking, even when I'm not here. Okay, so they're going to like level this and then tear it down and then make my backyard, and I use a quote on that because it's like, I own all this land, you know. But I am gonna have a little area for somewhere to sit right off my sliding glass door. So my sliding glass door will come from here to about, I'm trying to guess where it's gonna be, about here, somewhere around there. I'm not measuring anything right now. And then I have another window over here, and then, excuse me, then I have my kitchen cabinets coming off this way. So this is like my kitchen area right here. So the majority of the house is up here. I have to look at the floor plans a little bit because actually I just arrived today to see this, and I thought this would look a little bit different. My house is not this size exactly, so the excavator must be thinking something over here when I don't have anything over here. Like my house stops maybe a couple feet in or so and goes off this way. So I do have to talk to the builder, get some more information on what the plan is, but I know I'm actually the one talking to the excavator right now. The excavator hasn't talked to the builder yet, so it was lucky that I was here when he was here, so him and I can discuss things, and of course I forgot to ask that. But anyways, he is also going to make it so that it's just a little flat up there. I was thinking something like 12 feet or so, something like that. 12 feet by 12 feet or something. You have to, with code, have some sort of a landing from your windows or my sliding glass door. I'm going to have some sort of a landing or a deck or steps that go down or something. It's going to have to be there. Not sure what that's going to be yet. That's going to be probably a last minute decision. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera around and we're going to start looking towards the front of the house and give you kind of an idea what is going to be going on the front of the house. Okay, we're going to continue our walk here. So why don't you come with me? Or actually, you stay there and I'll walk around for you. Okay. This is exciting, trust me. I'm really excited, you guys, and I'm excited to show you. A lot of you have been wanting to see this too. This is my bedroom right here. This is where I will be sleeping. This is my magical room. Anyways, okay, so the excavator is also going to tier this going up as well. I have a window about somewhere here. I have a long window at the top, which I'll be able to see kind of the tops of the trees that go right above my bed that I've talked about. And then I have another window on the other side of that. And then I have more of a larger window that's like right here that is really pretty and going to be looking right into my driveway. So it's probably just going to be looking right into my car. Now I picture myself actually parking right in front of my house rather than coming up here. But you never know. You never know. We'll find out. Like, ask me a year or so from now. So I'll have a window here as well. Now it's very possible that the dirt and stuff is going to be coming like almost to the window, but I got to be really careful of that because we do get 3 feet of snow and it stays here for a long time. So that's something that I'm a little concerned about. I mean, I'll admit it. I did talk to the builder about it. Now the wind, most of the time, this is west now, so the wind most of the time comes from the northwest area and comes across my house this way. So if I'm gonna get a lot of snow, it's coming off this way. Now, one of the things I recommend too, and this is something that I'm really happy that I did, and I'm sure I'll be talking about it later, is that I have camped on my land. I have camped on my land the majority of the summers. I've been here in the spring and the fall, and then been here and camped on my land in the winter time as well. Check out those videos because I think that I'm a badass. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that word. I'm sorry. I'm a tough girl. So it gets really cold here. Okay, my front door, before I thought that would be my front door. I do not think that that's my front door. This is, you see this piping right here? This piping is my water line. So what they're gonna end up doing once they do the foundation, which is probably the next step is the foundation, then they're gonna cut a trench into my driveway and lay the water line down there. And of course, I'm sure there's a bunch of nice bugs and spiders in here because it's been sitting here for months. Yes, been sitting here for months. Okay, so my front door is about here, somewhere about here. Now, because of this 2-foot increase that I did, I'm gonna have about 6 steps into my house. Now, my goal was to have 3 steps into the house for the wheelchair accessibility. Now it's gonna be 6 steps. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go up 2 steps, then have a landing and go up another 2 steps. My issue here is that the more steps I have, the more I get towards my driveway. You see what I'm saying? So I come over here just so I can have 6 steps here. So I'm kind of concerned about that, but those are things that we'll end up figuring out here. And you guys subscribe and you can come along my journey. I am filming this for people that are wanting to build their cabin and want to learn from my mistakes, because I will make plenty, I am sure. Okay, so see if there's anything else I want to talk about. I did talk about the driveway right here, right? Like, he is going to take away a little bit of this area, so basically 4 cars can park here. And eventually I would love to have a garage. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. It might never happen. It might happen in 10 years. Who knows? It probably all depends on funds. I did get a lot of questions regarding why do I not have a basement. In case you're wondering that, a lot of places in Colorado have a basement, and my floor plan is kind of, or my floor plan, my land here, because it's on such a slant, is kind of geared towards a house with a basement, and I don't have a basement because of the cost to heat it and the cost to excavate it. Decided no basement. At some point, and even I was talking to the excavator, I'm like, at some point you just got to draw a line. And I drew a line there. I was like, I don't need that much. You know, as if I can use that area for storage, maybe. Hopefully none of the inspectors are watching this video. If I can use that area for storage, that's all I need it for, you know, that's it. Put some Christmas lights underneath there, plastic bins and some gear and stuff. So I don't need a full basement. There's not that many people that are gonna come visit me. Okay, now I'm gonna turn the camera again for the last angle of where the cabin's gonna be laid. Okay, now we're gonna talk about when you drive up to the cabin and kind of what it's gonna look like when you're driving up. I do have what I consider a gear room. Again, look at those layouts, you guys. Look at the layouts. You'll see what I'm talking about. I have a gear room. Let's see. Let me just take a peek around here. I think probably somewhere where my wraparound porch is. I have a wraparound porch. So my porch starts at my door and wraps around. And I'm only estimating, you know this, right? Because until they build it, or until they put the foundation in, I can only estimate. Okay, so I'm at my corner of my wraparound porch, and I come over here, and now I'm up higher. I'm a lot higher. I'm about 6 feet above where I'm at, and I have a door. And that door is my gear room closet that I have designed, and I love it. But as you've been watching my videos, my gear room has now become my utility room. Yes, that is one of my biggest mistakes of building my cabin, is that right there. And it is something that I can't really change at this point. So anyways, I am in talks of the builder, and we'll see kind of what we can play with to make that area just a little bit better for everybody. Okay, so now I'm in my gear room, utility closet. On this side, I will have my gas heater. I will have my electric panel, or over here, I have my gas heater, electric panel, and my tankless water heater. And then I will have a window. It'll be a little small window that's going to be facing this way. I might end up building, because it does come out, it does pop out a bit. I might end up having like a work shelf or some sort of a work table, or yeah, I want to use that room, you know. I really wanted to use it for my gear, and I get inspired by some other people, like the ugly tent in his gear room. His gear room, I think, is in his basement, but I really like how he displays his gear, and that's really why I wanted that gear room. I wanted to display my gear, my knives, and my axes and stuff like that inside this room. It's kind of like my garage for the meantime. But we'll see as it builds what that gear room's going to end up looking like, and what eventually is going to end up going in there. I think it's going to be really funny, as all these contractors know that they're building it for a single female, you know, and then they're gonna go into my gear room maybe, and I'll have a whole display of knives. It's like, yeah, you don't want to mess with me. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Okay, so right above my gear room, I don't know how many feet it would be, and I can't do the math right now, but it's pretty high up. Let's just say it's gonna be almost 20 feet above me right now. You're gonna have a deck. And this deck, it cost me more money, you guys. It totally cost me more money, and it got me over my budget, fully aware of this. But I am gonna love this deck. Up at the top, you know, away from the critters, so I say, who knows, they'll probably find their way up there, but I will have possibly a view of the mountains, and I'll have a little chair that I sit in. Now it is facing north, so in the winter time, I will not be using that deck. But in the summertime, when it's really hot, like that, like right now, you know, this is where I want to be. Now I'm filming this in the summer. I don't know when this video is going to post. So if you're end up watching the fall, it's because, well, this video was filmed in the summer because I'm trying to give you guys a storyline. Anyways, yes, my nice little porch. Okay, we did already kind of go over the septic being filled in, but we haven't talked about the leach field being filled in. So now the leach field is filled in, and inspections are good to go. Everything is thumbs up. I'm going to go into the leach field a little bit more. Again, this is 75 feet from about here all the way to those back here, and I'm going to stand back there a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to say this because I think this is hilarious. When Rocky needs to go pee, he comes over here to the septic and leach field to pee. There's his 2 pee spots. It's hilarious. I told him, I said, yeah, you got that right, buddy. You know where to go. Look at that boulder. That's cool. Okay, we're going to set you up right over here. There we go. Okay, if you've, again, watched, you gotta watch all my videos in order, you guys. And I know I can be a little wordy, but honestly, I'm okay with that, totally okay with that. I know YouTube recommends like 8 to 15 minute videos. This is a memory for me, so I know what's going on. I can watch these videos later. I can think about like what I was thinking about, or see what I was thinking about at the time. Okay, so I have these, what are these called, you guys? What's this called? I don't know, clean outs, I think. leach field cleanouts maybe. So I have, what is it, 4 of them right here. So I plan on doing an archery range and possibly like a BB gun target area. Madison really liked that. Oh my goodness, she is a really good sharpshooter. But these guys need to be cut down a little bit more. I hope I can do that. I have to ask the builder if I can cut those down, because if we're shooting this way, we're going to destroy these. So I do plan on getting some hay barrels or something like that right here to be kind of pretty high up, and we'll have targets and stuff here. I haven't done the axe throwing stuff. I mean, you guys seen I did a video on axe throwing. But I need to do a little bit more research on it. I'm not very good at that. So that might be something else that we do here too. My only concern is literally when you pass this and you walk 10 feet into those woods, that's my neighbor's property. So that is not my property back there. That is my neighbor's. However, he's kind of more set up his area to be almost 2 acres away. But I have to be really cautious. I'm going to put up a bunch of signs and stuff too, because I don't want him coming over to visit and Madison shoots him with a bow or something, you know. So what do you think? What do you think? So I do want to be honest with you in regards to like timing of things and everything like that. These videos for the cabin, they might feel like this happened and this happened and this happened and everything's going really fast. That's actually not the case. I am filming this ahead of time, so I am actually filming this in August, and we had about 4 to 5 weeks of absolutely no progress here at all in July. I have learned that about the mountains. There's a lot of people that are building here, and all the contractors are overwhelmed. And I've talked to a few of them, and they say they're like, I have so much work, I don't even know what to do. You know, like their heads spinning. They wish it would slow down a little bit. A lot of people decided to go ahead and start on their cabins. Some of the rumors is because of the pandemic. However, it did take me a 1.5 years just to get to this stage after getting the plans and permits and all that kind of stuff that you guys learned about. You know, it took me a 1.5 years to get here. So I'm not building this cabin because of this whole pandemic that's going on. This was already in the plan. That's a bonus. I wish I actually did it a year earlier, and I'd just be living up here. But anyways, I am filming it ahead of time, so that way, you know, as the year progresses, you will have video. The cabin will probably go on stall during our big snowstorms that we have in here. The builder has told me he plans on doing stuff through the winter time. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to get access. Like, I can't get access here, so I'm going to have to find someone to plow this. But I just wanted to let you know that that's what the builder his plan is to build through the winter. He does want to have it dried in before the snow falls. And again, I don't know when this video is going to post, but those on my Patreon do get weekly updates, and those are real-time updates, you know, of what happened that week. So I'm sure that they know what's going on at this point when this video gets filmed, or this video gets posted. Getting eaten alive. Getting eaten alive. Okay, want to thank you for joining. Hopefully the next video that you'd see out here is going to be the foundation. That's what I'm really hoping for, because to me, once the foundation's poured, it's like, then I can really see the size of the house. You know, when you see it on paper, it's one thing, but when you get to actually see it for real, that's another. So I am very much looking forward to when that foundation is going to be in. I would assume for me, it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks from now. When that foundation is poured. Hopefully you'll see a video soon on that. Okay, thank you for joining. And again, thank you to all of my patrons for helping me and all the conversations I'm having and the emails. And those of you that just didn't do Patreon but just donated through PayPal or whatever, truly appreciate it. I really do. It helps out. And every way possible. It really does. So thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.